Page 39, Lullaby. This is the second one on the page because we're covering grace notes on this page. And the first one we did the what they call a crush styles. You play the two notes at the same time. Well, this one you don't, because this is a slower piece, a different way of interpreting it. And again, people don't agree on how these grace notes should be played. Generally, they are very quick little notes right in front of the note. So it's here at the beginning. So it's an E, that little note, that's a little, just a real quick little note. The thing people don't agree on is when they're played. Most people will say the grace note comes right before the beat. So it's in the second measure. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that would be the same. You just stick the grace note in right in front of it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Like so. The accent goes on the main note. And other people were taught, like me, that you pretty much just play them on the beat anyway. Just so it's 1, 2. So the grace note comes on the beat is real quick. That really sounds more like an appositeur on me, and I've never really felt comfortable with it, but my teacher insisted doing it that way. I take it on a case-by-case basis. Which do I like the sound of? And sometimes, as in this piece, I think it sounds a little better before the beat. Like so, rather than on the beat. That is, the main note will come with the left hand, because you got the broken chords. However, you try it on the beat. See what that means. That the grace note comes with the left hand. You try it both ways and see which. Maybe one time you play it one way and another time you play it another way. Just experiment with it. But most people would tell you very firmly, play them before the beat. I don't agree with that necessarily, but who does? So I'm not going to tell you one way's right and one way's wrong. Your teacher will tell you how they think it should be done, and you can do it their way while you study under them. And another teacher may tell you different, and you'll do it their way while you study under them. That's fine. And eventually you'll put it all together and you'll have your way of doing it. Now, I didn't really go over the notes, and I'll try and finger this legato. That's a stretch. See, if you can't do that, then you have no choice but to let it up. Now on that, coming here, this is the last two measures, the first line, going the F sharp to the G, going from one measure to the other. You can, if you want, slide off, if that'll help you. So it's, the last two measures is here. You can slide off if you want, that's fine. You have to time it just right. In the left hand, just the broken chords. Connect them as best you can. And then now they have slurring in the right hand. Go ahead and do that, that's fun. In the left hand, just, they have the two notes. You can try that if you want. That's kind of nice. Pedal covers it all up. But the idea is to feel it as you play it. You want to feel that phrasing. Dynamic wise, it's soft. That's the right hand. The left has to be very soft. We want to hear. Speed wise, Andante is a nice leisurely stroll, as that's the overall feel of the piece. Whatever you feel it is. I mean, I play at a different speed every time I do it. Then we add pedal to kind of add overtones and things. Well, you don't really need pedal. You can hear the phrasing better without it. If I pedal it just the way it's shown, then it's this way. If that sounds okay to you, go with it. I think it sounds terrible. It's all blurred together. All that together? No. So maybe I do more of a waltz style pedaling. And in this case, I think it's probably better if I just don't pedal the third beat. So here. This way I can hear the phrasing in the right hand. You just have to hold those half notes down in the left hand. You should do that anyway. I think that sounds a little better. Now in the last measure, the first line, I did pedal the whole measure, so because I want to connect that. But I can lift up before I go to the next measure. You can also experiment with just pedaling the first beat of each measure. Except the last measure, pedal the whole thing. So try the different pedaling styles and listen carefully to the sound it's making, and ultimately you make it yours. In the middle, that con grazie thingy with great, just gentle. Again, this is a lullaby. You put somebody to sleep with it eventually. I like to play it with you very slowly just to check everything. I'm not going to do any dynamics. There aren't any dynamics to speak of. So I'll give us 3 counts because it's in 3/4 time. I never mentioned that. I should have. I forgot. Oops. So here we go. 1, ready, and go, and.